Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, when measured against a slew of targets, 2016 saw the NHS in England's worst ever performance. Record numbers of people waiting too long for cancer treatment, despite an urgent referral. More people than ever before waiting more than 4 hours in A&E. And an unprecedented number of people stuck on trolleys before being given a hospital bed. And so far, 2017 looks like setting new records for missing targets, as our health and social care correspondent Victoria MacDonald reports.
Wynyard Ward at Watford General, a snapshot of the pressures hospitals across England are under. Kenneth Beckley, in some ways, is typical. The 93-year-old was brought in by ambulance on Monday with a chest infection.
How are you feeling?
Rotten.
How have you found it since your father came in?
Well, it's obvious that A&E is under a lot of pressure. They were on trolleys lined up in the corridor there, but once you get onto the wards, the care is fantastic. The staff all work so hard and they're all very caring, so it's still a great service.
Those pressures are not just here, of course. You can see it in the latest NHS figures. For December, 86.2% of patients were seen in A&E within 4 hours, well below the 95% target. For major A&Es, it was even lower, 79.3%.
Today's figures are, and this is not in a good way, record-breaking right across the NHS. Too many patients in A&E, too many patients being stuck on trolleys, too many operations cancelled. And yet you come to a ward like this one at Watford General and the staff still seem somehow to manage.
There is no doubt about the impact on patients. Across England last year, more than 2,500 patients waited longer than 12 hours to be admitted to hospital. That was more than double the number waiting the previous year. And in A&E, more than 23.5 million patients were seen, compared with more than 22 million the year before.
Year on year it's getting tougher. We have never been better prepared and we've never coped better, but system is getting tighter and tighter, and I really wouldn't want to go into another winter without seeing a significant change.
The focus is on A&E and delayed discharges because that's where it's most visible. But drill down into the figures, and neurosurgery, for instance, was the worst performing specialty, and the 2-month cancer treatment target was missed for the entire year. Across it all, though, remains the issue of safety.
The important thing for us is actually about focusing on maintaining that safe environment for our patients and making sure that they have access to the right treatment in as timely a way as possible.
And is it always safe?
I think it gets close at times, but actually we have really strong and effective clinical leadership in place in our organisation to make sure that where the concerns are raised, they are raised and dealt with very, very quickly.
And if 2016 was record-breaking, the figures for January are already looking even worse, with more patients and sicker patients continuing to fill the beds of England's hospitals.
I've been getting away with it all my